a hole in the bumper, and so it goes woo, woo, woo when I'm driving, and it's super annoying. So hopefully you can hear me okay. I didn't plan on making so many videos, but like I want to write something, but I can't because I'm driving. So instead of writing, I am just speaking what's on my mind. So I just had like a beautiful moment, big surprise, and it was so simple, and I wanted to share. And first of all, I want to say that, like, as I'm sharing this, I'm not asking for like people to look at me and be like, oh, that was so nice of you or whatever. Like, that's not the point. The point is, like, you can find such joy in such little things and in helping people. And I just, like, I don't know, I want to share. So I always say, like, I give what I get, and I've like really started making like my boundaries around like not giving too much, but also like I also don't want to take too much from anybody. I don't think that that's really ever been an issue for me, but maybe it has. I mean, sometimes I know it has. I can see that, but in general, I tend to give more than I get. But sometimes like giving what you get doesn't even look like anybody giving anything back to you. And maybe you give something to them, and just the energetic exchange, it gives you back what you gave. So I'm in Wyoming, and there is no reception at all. And I am driving on this beautiful road, and I saw in one of the passing lanes, because there's like sections where you can pass, in one of those sections, a guy or a person, I couldn't see who it was pulled over, and it was a truck pulling a Harley. And I went past them, and I thought, man, I should have stopped to make sure they were okay, because again, there's no reception or anything. And I was like, well, it's too late now. And then I thought about it, I was like, no, like if this was my mom or my dad or, you know, someone who I love, I would want someone to stop and help them. And Scott gave me like this satellite thing where there's like an SOS button. And so I waited till I could turn around, and I went back, and then I turned back around, and I pulled up behind him. And as I pulled up behind him, it was a man, and he was at the back of he was at the trailer, and he was doing something with the Harley. And as I pulled up behind him, he just turned and he gave me a thumbs up, and he mouthed like, I'm fine. And so I gave him a thumbs up back, and I nodded, and I started to pull off. And then again, he looked down, he started doing his thing, he looked back up, and he gave me another thumbs up, and he just mouthed, thank you. And so I smiled, and I was saying, you know, you're welcome. And I started to pull around, and I rolled down my window, and I said, have a great day. And he said, you too. And as I pulled away, of course, I started crying, because I'm me. I know that's the most shocking thing in the world. I started crying, and like my heart just felt so full. And like that whole exchange, it probably took 5 minutes out of my day by the time I turned around twice and everything. And very little effort or energy was given on either of our parts. And just the gratitude on his face filled my heart and soul so much that I just wanted to, like, immediately was like, oh, I want to write about this. And I didn't want to forget the feeling. So instead, I'm going to do this video and just tell you that just like remember little things like helping people or going out of your way for anything that doesn't just help other people, like feeds your soul. So just, yeah, be your authentic self and help people and be kind and find love and joy, because it's totally worth it. And that made my whole day. All right. Have a great one.